Good evening, everyone. Welcome to where am I at? I don't even know where I'm at. I'm all discombobulated. Southeastern High School. I'm going to be at West Prairie tomorrow night. I was a night ahead of myself. Welcome to Southeastern High School in Augusta, Illinois. I'm Dwayne Hulett. I probably shouldn't have said that. I should have let you figure that out on your own, and everybody would have forgot what was going on. Anyway, we're here for volleyball. Macomb, Southeastern. It's not an important game or nothing. Oh, my goodness. Anyway, let's try to start this over. Welcome to Southeastern High School here in Augusta, Illinois. I'm Dwayne Hulett, as we are here for one of the most anticipated, probably, West Central Illinois games of the year. It is Macomb and Southeastern to do battle here tonight. The 2A Macomb Bombers and the 1A Southeastern Suns. Southeastern made it to a super sectional last year. The Bombers made it to a sectional final in 2A. As we're getting ready for the national anthem, and since they're going to play it instead of sing it, we'll take a break, and we'll be back to save ourselves a copyright infringement here on TSSR Game Time. Oh, scratch that. We'll keep it here for a second. Amanda Stevens, a junior, about halfway through her year, is already at 1,000 kills. She has 167 kills already this season. Amanda Stevens getting her a special ball for her 1,000th career kill. She's still got a long ways to go. I'm guessing she's thinking 1,500 maybe, at least, before she's done, if she can keep things going the right way. Now we'll take that break. Oh, never mind. Tegan Rigg is going to sing the national anthem, so we'll let you hear that. Tegan Rigg singing the national anthem there. And I looked over there and I was like, man, somebody's back of somebody's head's right in the middle of the camera. And I was like, that looks like Steve. And then I looked to the left and I was like, that's Teresa. Steve and Teresa's got their big heads in the way of the camera there during the national anthem. So I hope that Tegan I shouldn't say Tegan, I should say Taylor, and Jackie's aunt is listening, so you can relay that message to Teresa that I said her head was in the way during the national anthem. The starters for the Bombers being announced right now: Westerhold, Rex Rotes, Lucarinen, Taylor Adair, Kylie Robinson, Kate Stortzum, and the libero Ellie Duncan. And I'm going to tell you what, Jackie Adair may be the best left side coming off the bench in all of the state of Illinois. We'll talk about that. And here come the starters for the Southeastern Suns. Many of the usual suspects here as well. Number 4, Abigail Schaefer. She'll be the setter, the main setter anyway. Savannah Ramsey coming off that knee injury, working her way back to 100%, will start as well. Then Riley Van Fleet, number 12. Number 19 will be Amanda Stevens. Number 18, Kara Stevens. She'll be at left back. Tegan Rigg will be at right front. Abigail Stevens will start at middle front for the Suns. Amanda Stevens will start at left front. She'll have a full rotation in the front row. Savannah Ramsey will start left or right back. Riley Van Fleet will start middle back, and the libero will be 0, Gracie Arthur. That's where things will start for the Suns. Two very, very good volleyball teams, a whole lot of wins and not many losses on the court here tonight. So you're going to see some great volleyball this evening here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling, bringing you Macomb High Sports as usual here to Hulett PubliPro LLC's YouTube channel. Thanks for joining us. We hope that you're as excited about this one as we are. It should be a really good one. Both these teams had what you might call warm-ups, relatively easy matches last night. Macomb beat BPC in 2, and Southeastern beat Beardstown in 2. So neither one got to practice the day before the match, so we'll see if that changes anything. Talked to Coach Rexroth last night after the BPC game. During our post-game interview, she mentioned that she really would have liked to have had a practice, but she didn't get one. But at least both teams are in the same boat in that respect. Coach Kerr and Coach Rexroth, two of the best in the state of Illinois. Coach Kerr has been here quite some time, since the mid-'90s. Coach Rexroth, not as long, but they have both built very, very, very solid programs. And Emily Westerhold going back to serve to start things off for the Bombers here as we get ready to go with set number 1 of the Macomb High Southeastern matchup from Augusta, Illinois, and we're underway. Outside it goes to Kara Stevens. It's dug back there. Tipped across by Taylor Adair. An overpass comes to the net. Dug by Abigail Schaefer. Now it's going to go out to Kinsey Griswold. Now it's going to be Adair again, and Adair is going to get the sports corner kill. Taylor Adair gets the sports corner kill, her first, and the Bombers lead 1-0. They did not lead in the JV contest tonight. They lost 25-13, 25-15. Ramsey, Schaefer, Griswold, and a kill for Kinsey Griswold as she gets the Suns' first kill and the first point on the side out, and she's going to come back to serve now with the score tied at 1, Kinsey Griswold. The sophomore. Well, never mind. Kara is serving. That's right, she didn't serve first, so she started right front. So on the rotation, she would be the server. So Kara Stevens, the freshman, coming back to serve for the Suns. Short serve is dug by Robinson, tipped across. Arthur's there. Schaefer, middle to Stevens. Stevens through the block of Lucanen and down. Amanda Stevens gets the kill. Her first, and Kara Stevens gets the point. Short serve again. Robinson's there. Rexroth sets to Lucanen, and she tips it down the line in front of Kara Stevens. A sports corner kill for Catherine Lucanen, and Quinn Rexroth will go back to serve for the Bombers. 2-2 is the score here early in set number 1. Rexroth's first serve from the middle of the court. Griswold, Schaefer, Stevens tips it across. Oh, what a job by Duncan to get to that one. It's going to be a free ball coming back. Stevens is there. Schaefer, a slide to Stevens, and she's going to get the kill. It goes off the block of Kelly Ladd and down into the deep right corner. And Amanda Stevens gets her second kill, and now Kinsey Griswold will come back to serve. So a freshman served first. A sophomore will serve second as we have one student, I think, hustling around to find a seat over here. Here's Griswold to serve. Her serve is dug by Robinson, I do believe. No, it was Stortzman. Now Schaefer is going to go back to Ramsey. Ramsey's going to be dug, and somebody's in the net. I think it was Taylor Adair, and it is a point for the Suns, and Kinsey Griswold gets that one. She'll go back to serve again with her team up by 2, 4-2. Back set to Lucanen, and she tips it across. Schaefer's there. Stevens back to Schaefer. Down the line, and a kill for Abigail Schaefer. earlier this year against United, we covered a match where the Suns actually played with Stevens setting the entire time. Her knee was bothering her. She didn't want to jump, so she set the whole time, and Schaefer was a hit leader. Here comes Taylor Adair hitting it deep and out. A hitting error, and it's 3 straight points for Griswold. I want to say hi to Donna Stortzum, cheering the Bombers on. She put PA. I'm not sure if that means she's watching from PA, but that was a service error, out of bounds, side out to the Bombers. Lucanen back to serve with her team trailing by 3, 6-3. Lucanen serve. Schaefer with the bump set. Ramsey on the attack. Duncan is there. Rexroth sets middle. It's knocked by Ladd. Oh my goodness, did she get that across? She did. Schaefer has a. Yeah, they're going to call it out. And Coach Rexroth is Coach Rexroth saying, her and Coach Kerr now are talking it up on the sideline as Rexroth wanted it out of bounds, and Kerr didn't, so they started harassing each other a little bit. The point for Lucanen and for the Bombers. They trail by 2 now, and a big-time hit for Jackie Adair, and what a job by Schaefer to keep that one alive, and it's going to be tipped across. Lucarenen's going to get another point. I think that was really a kill. Jason Arthur says, hey, D-Train. Hey, what's up, Jason? How you doing, buddy? Go Gracie and the Suns. They lead by 1 right now. Lucarenen wants something to do about that. Arthur is there as we speak about her. Here comes Stevens, going to tip it down. What a job to dig that up by Jackie Adair. Now Schaefer to Stevens, and Duncan is there for the dig. Rexroth back to Taylor Adair. It's tipped around. It's going to fall. Taylor Adair is going to get the sports corner kill. That's her second, and it's tied up at 6. Here comes Lucarenen's next serve. It's Ramsey, Schaefer, Stevens drives it home right by Lucarenen and Duncan, and Amanda Stevens gets the side out for the Suns, and they retake a 1-point lead, 7-6, and Abigail Schaefer coming back to serve now for the Suns. Donna Stortzum, you are very welcome and happy to have you watching from Pennsylvania. Duncan with the dig. It's going to go to Jackie Adair. She tips it down the line. What a job of placing that one for Jackie Adair, and she ties it at 7 with a sports corner kill. All the kills come off the arm of Adair except Lucarenen's 1 that she drove down the line. 4 kills for the Bombers, and 3 of them have come from the hand of an Adair. Back to serve is going to be Taylor Adair now. Back set to Stevens. Off the net, it's going to drop. Kara Stevens gets her 3rd kill of the set, and the Suns retake the lead 8-7. Stevens to serve. Lucarenen's there. Rexroth, middle it goes to McClure. McClure is dug by Griswold. Van Fleet sends it across. What a job. It's going to be Rexroth tipping it across. Ramsey's there. It's going to go back to Ramsey. She tips it now. Lucarenen comes to get it. Across it comes to Jackie Adair. She tips it left-handed. It's dug by Stevens. It's going to go to Stevens on a free ball. Lucarenen is there. Set middle to Ladd, and she got it with her left hand. That was McClure getting it with her left hand. It goes off the block. Kara Stevens gets the kill. Kara Stevens gets her first kill. And it's 9-7. After all that, that was Schaefer getting, or Stevens is going to get the service. There's going to be back to serve again. Jackie Adair with the attack. Abigail Schaefer sends it. Lucarenen's there. Tipped across by Jackie Adair. Schaefer comes. Ramsey on the attack. I didn't think that got touched, but Schaefer from the back row. What a dig back there by Lucarenen. It's going to be Jackie Adair with a sports corner kill. Lucarenen with a phenomenal dig in the back row. A side out, and it's 9-8. Going back to serve is going to be Kylie Robinson. Duncan, Lucarenen, and Robinson in the back row. It's McClure in the middle. Jackie Adair and Quinn Rexroth in the front row. That is Kara Stevens getting the kill on the serve receive, and it's back to a 2-point lead for the Suns 10-8. Chad Derry, thanks for joining us. I love it, and you should have been here. You're absolutely right. Should be a good game, and you should have just came. Everybody should have just came to this one. This is going to be a fun one, I have no doubt. Schaefer sets it to Riley Van Fleet. She hits it a little short. It's a hitting error and a side out. Going back to serve is going to be Jackie Adair. She'll stay in to serve. Ann Highland, Gracie's grandma, watching the Lady Suns from Colchester. Thanks for joining us, Ann. We appreciate it. Schaefer with the serve receive. Stevens across to Griswold. Across the court, it goes right back in the deep right corner, and Griswold gets her second kill of the night. And it's 11-9 Suns. Zoe Griswold coming in to serve for Southeastern as Riley Van Fleet takes a seat. Griswold dug by Duncan. Middle it comes to McClure. McClure's dug by Ramsey. Stevens to Griswold, who mishit that. She tried to go down the line. She just got it off the right side of her hand, a hitting air, and it's a side out. And going back to serve is going to be Emily Westerhold. She wears number 16 in the varsity contest. Her team trials by ones, 11-10. Westerhold's serve. Kinsey Griswold is there. Stevens to Abigail Schaefer, and she drives it cross court and home. Abigail Schaefer says, I'm more than just a setter, folks. I can kill the ball a little bit myself. And she did it right there. Kara Stevens now back to serve for the second time for the Suns. A complete rotation has been made. This is the Suns' first server. And that time, Taylor Adair drives it into the block of Schaefer and through. And Taylor Adair gets another kill. It's her third Sports Corner kill. And Quinn Rexroad is going to go back to serve now. That means the Bombers will have three hitters in the front row. Taylor Adair will be in the middle. Actually, Kelly Ladd will be in the middle, I think. And Luke Harrinan will go left. Adair will go right. Outside it comes to Amanda Stevens through the block and down as Duncan got to it but couldn't do anything with it. Amanda Stevens gets her fourth Sports Corner kill, and Kinsey Griswold back to serve now. It's 13-11. Trouble for Stortzum on the serve receive, and Kinsey Griswold is going to get her fourth service point, her first ace. And the Suns have a 3-point lead, 14-11. Griswold serves short. Duncan is there. Rexroth sets middle to Ladd. Ladd tips it. Arthur's there. Bump set Schaefer to Ramsey. She tips it across. As Rexroth went to get it, they're out of system. And it's going to be a third hit. Ramsey's going to have to get it across, and she won't. Tried to go down the net, couldn't do it. And it's going to be a passing error and a point side out for the Bombers. Luke Harrinan going back to serve now. Thanks, everybody. It's been in the live chat. Hop in there. Tell us where you're watching from and who you're cheering for. We love to see that in the live chat. There's Griswold on Luke Harrinan's serve receive. Stevens going to drive it home. The block just not there good enough. She went over the block. Luke Harrinan put an arm out, couldn't do anything with it. Amanda Stevens gets her fifth kill. And Abigail Schaefer back to serve now with the Suns back up to a 3-point lead, 15-12. Short. Oh, good job of digging that out of the net, and it got over, but it went out of bounds. A point for Abigail Schaefer, her first, and the Bombers want a timeout. We'll keep it here this time and tell you that today's game is being brought to you by Pond Plus. Pond Plus is proud to have served Macomb and the surrounding area for over 20 years, providing cash for most items of value. Pond Plus is the area's largest seller of used items, including firearms. They also provide on-site jewelry repair and are open 9 to 5, Monday through Saturday. They have a great selection of jewelry, electronics, tools, and video games located at 324 West Jackson Street in Macomb between Erico and Taco Bell. And Midwest Ice. Do you need ice for an upcoming event? Look no further. Midwest Ice has you covered. Midwest Ice is Central Illinois' newest ice delivery service. We deliver ice directly to your event. Call Blaine Wrench at 309-351-8192 for a quote today. And Sports Corner at 124, Macomb's original local sports bar, Sports Corner at 124. With a focus on local sports, catch WIU games and all the area TSSR Game Time live broadcasts at Sports Corner at 124. All while enjoying your favorite cold drink and some of the best food in West Central Illinois. Stop in and say hi at 124 North Randolph Street in Macomb. And it's going to be Rexroth quick in the middle to Ladd, and Ladd's going to get the Sports Corner kill. Kelly Ladd gets the Sports Corner kill and a side out for the Bombers. 16-13 is the score. Dustin Martin says, "Go Bombers," from Morristown, Tennessee. Well, thanks for joining us, Dustin. We appreciate it. Schaefer going to back set to Stevens. She tips it with the left hand, and it was in the net, but we'll call the kill anyway because it was going to fall. Amanda Stevens gets her 6th kill, and she'll come back to serve now with her team up by 4. Amanda Stevens serves short. It's there by Lucarinen. Rexroth comes out to Jackie Adair. It's dug by Griswold. Out to Savannah Ramsey. Ramsey hits it deep. Lucarinen's, no, that's Jackie Adair. Tipped, and it's going to be sent across by Kara Stevens. Duncan is there. Ladd on the attack. Schaefer goes down for the dig. Stevens to the set to Ramsey. She tips it across. It's dug back there by Rexroth. Duncan to Jackie Adair, and it's in for a kill. Jackie Adair gets a Sports Corner kill and gives the serve back to the Bombers. It's 17-14 now. Dustin, we love bringing you Bomber sports. We're happy that you're able to watch and get to see them. We appreciate you tuning in. Kylie Robinson serve, and it's going to be an ace as the pass in there went to the net and nothing anybody could do with it. Kylie Robinson gets her first service point, just the 3rd service point of the match for the Bombers. Robinson's next serve drops short, and it's going to drop in front of Kinsey Griswold, as that just had almost like a fast pitch softball's drop ball right there. That thing just came across the net and dropped. A 2nd ace in a row for Kylie Robinson, and it's a 17-16 game according to the scoreboard, so that's what we'll make it. Robinson's next serve is Kara Stevens. Amanda Stevens back sets to Savannah Ramsey. It's going to be tipped across, and a couple players go to get it. Schaefer tracks it down. Savannah Ramsey sends it across. Rexroth out to Jackie Adair, drives it off of Abigail Schaefer, and Jackie Adair gets her 4th Sports Corner kill, and we're knotted at 17. Kylie Robinson, 3rd straight point. Robinson serve, Stevens of the Kara variety. Schaefer pushes it deep corner. Robinson's there, pushed across by Rexroth. And Amanda Stevens stuck an arm out, and it took it away from Schaefer. That's 4 straight for Robinson, and a timeout charge to the Suns. We'll take one as well, and we'll be back on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, right after this.
Working at MDH feels special to me because I'm also from a small community like MDH, and I love to be able to care for communities like this and be able to give them high standards of excellence with medical care as possible. You know, some people like to take more of a medical approach to their care. Some people like to take more of a holistic. And I just want to be able to make their plan of care as individualized as possible.
And welcome back to Southeastern High School in Augusta, Illinois, as Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling brings Bombers Sports to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Of course, we're here for all the Southeastern Sun sports as well. Got Chris Dewar in the house down at the far end of the gymnasium. Looks like WGEM is down there as well. I can't tell you who that is for sure, but Kylie Robinson has rolled off 4 straight points, and here we go as she brings things back. 1 timeout apiece here in set number 1. We're a 1-point game. Schaefer goes to get it. Kara Stevens hits it. It's dug by Lucarinen, pushed across. Schaefer's there. Amanda Stevens now is going to set quick to Kara Stevens, and off of Duncan, Kara Stevens, the freshman, gets her 3rd kill, and we're knotted at 18. Savannah Ramsey back to serve now. Ramsey did not score in her first service. That's going to be off the arms of Lucarinen as she stepped in front of Duncan. An ace for Savannah Ramsey, and the Suns retake a 1-point lead, 19-18. Rexroth back set to Jackie Adair. It's tipped across by Griswold. Duncan bump set now. Somebody's got to go get it. A free ball comes across. Schaefer. Amanda Stevens out to Griswold. And down. Kinsey Griswold, the sophomore, with a kill. And it's 20-18 Suns. That is the third kill for Kinsey Griswold. Second straight service point for Savannah Ramsey. 20-18. Neither team is led by more than 4. Knocked the camera down back there for Macomb. Rexroth, quick to McClure, dug by Schaefer. Stevens is going to go out to Griswold, excuse me. Rexroth to Jackie Adair and went deep and out, was not touched. A hitting error, and it's 21-18, 3 straight for Savannah Ramsey, and a timeout charge to Macomb. This game also being brought to you by the Old Dairy, located at 210 South Lafayette Street in Macomb, serving soup, salad, sandwiches, homemade desserts, Blue Bunny ice cream, and they have a full-service coffee bar. Breakfast is served all day, and they have free Wi-Fi. Visit them online at www.olddairymacomb.com or call 309-837-6700 for your takeout. And Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling. Since 1960, Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling has provided the greater Macomb area with expert sales, service, and installation of quality home comfort systems. Call your local Carrier dealer today at 309-833-2852 and find out how Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling delivers 365 days of indoor comfort. And after the timeout, back to serve one more time, Savannah Ramsey. She served 3 straight to give her team a 3-point lead, 21-18. Can she build on it here? We'll find out. That's Lucarenin. Rexroth tracks it down. McClure, it's an overpass. And Riley Van Fleet and McClure come together at the net, and McClure wins the battle, and a side out for the Bombers. We'll give McClure a Sports Corner kill on that one. Could have been a block or a kill. We'll give her a kill for Sports Corner kill. Jackie Adair with the serve. A little trouble for the Suns, but they're going to get it across. Duncan comes up to get it. Rexroth back sets. It's tracked down by Ramsey. And she's going to get the Sports Corner kill. Quinn Rexroth on the dink. And it is a point for Jackie Adair, her first service point. And it's 21-20. Ramsey went down to get it. From the back row, Kara Stevens. Outside it comes to Lucarenin. It's down. That was out of bounds, but Schaefer got it anyway, and it's going to fall. That would have been out of bounds, but we're tied at 21 on the passing there, and Jackie Adair gets her second. That would have been out by about 2 inches, folks, but too close for Schaefer to let go, and I understand why. Jackie Adair back to serve again. Short serve. Schaefer's there. Stevens tracks it down from the back row. Schaefer, Lucarenin, back. Oh, it's going to be tipped across. And it got across somehow by Kara Stevens, pushed across Amanda Stevens there. Here comes Schaefer. She's going to go out to Griswold. Griswold off the block and down. Kinsey Griswold gets the side out as she abuses the block of the Macomb Bombers. It goes back to her side, but out of bounds. And Zoe Griswold coming in to serve for the Southeastern Suns. Her squad up 22-21. Kinsey Griswold gets her 4th kill. Duncan, Rexroth to Lucarenin. Ramsey's there. Stevens now is going to quick to Schaefer. Schaefer's dug by Lucarenin. Rexroth tracks it down. Lucarenin's going to have to send a free ball across. Stevens is there. And it's going to go out of bounds. A passing error. Stevens is the setter in that scenario, folks. And there was not, Schaefer was not there to take the second touch. And it's a side out for the Bombers now. Tied at 22, and Emily Westerhold back in to serve now. Right, and an 8. Oh, it's an overpass. It gets to Robinson. Out Rexroth to Lucarenin. Lucarenin off the net. Stevens tracks it down. Ramsey's there. Out to Schaefer. Schaefer's going to tip it. It's tipped. Rexroth comes to get it. Lucarenin drives that one off of Ramsey. Catherine Lucarenin, her second Sports Corner kill. And the Bombers have a 23-22 lead and a timeout charge to the Suns. We'll take a quick one as well, and we'll be back as Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling brings you Bomber Sports on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
Dry needling is where you insert a filiform needle into a muscle, a tendon, a ligament, sometimes a bone, and it promotes blood flow and circulation so that it heals that particular painful area.
Welcome back to Southeastern High School. You're watching TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. This game being brought to you in part by Adams Experts. Looking for top-notch local computer sales and repair services? Call Adams Experts in Quincy at 217-214-3423 for fast, friendly, and affordable assistance. We make technology work. Adams Experts, your go-to when your computer goes down. Westerhold got her first service point in her last serve. Stevens out to Schaefer. Schaefer's going to tip it down. It's dug back there by Stortzum, I believe. Lukarinen. And she's going to get the Suns into a precarious situation as they are now down by 2. Westerhold gets her second service point. It's 24-22. Westerhold serves. Schaefer hits it across. Lukarinen, back to Lukarinen from Rexroth. Down the line, Gracie Arthur is there. Stevens out to Abigail Schaefer. Through the block, it's dug in the back. Here comes Lukarinen again. She drives, it's blocked again. Westerhold was there, tips it across. Schaefer does Rexroth. Stevens, middle to, oh, she tips it across, excuse me. Now it comes back to Lukarinen, and they call it double hits. And it's 24-23. Kara Stevens coming back to serve. A side out is a win for the Bombers. A point means we're going extras in set number 1. Jackie Adair coming in for Stortzum. Look for possible back row attack possibilities from Jackie Adair here. As the serve from Kara Stevens. Robinson's there. Bump set to Lukarinen. Lukarinen's blocked. Dug by Duncan. Middle it's going to go. Back row attack from Jackie Adair, just like I called it. And that's how the set is going to be won. Jackie Adair gets a sports corner kill for the back row. And the Bombers win set 1, 25-23. We'll take a break, and we'll be back here from Southeastern High School as you're watching Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling coverage of Macomb High Sports on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
It was the community that really drew me back to Macomb. I'm from a small community, and I'm from a farm family, and ultimately I always wanted to practice in a place like that, and I felt that I had the ability to connect to people who with a similar background from me. And the fact that the staff members at the hospital and the support, all the support staff at the hospital was also focused with the goal of patient care. It felt like it just all came hammered at home for me.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
I chose the MDH OBGYN group because I've heard wonderful things about Dr. Smith. And upon entering the office, I really got along with everybody and got a warm feeling. The staff is warm and inviting and welcoming. It's a small community, so it's a really nice hospital to have here in the rural area. I continue to choose MDH because of the relationships I have. I really enjoy everybody here.
Well, I've always had an interest in the medical field, and then growing up, I actually went through physical therapy myself for an injury, and that got me back to playing my sports and the activities that I loved. So seeing that firsthand, I got to see how much physical therapy could really benefit.
And welcome back to Southeastern High School as the Suns and the Bombers do battle here, and a regular season battle of the Titans, and it goes to the Bombers 25-23, even though they did not lead much of that first set, but they kind of got the ball rolling late and took advantage of getting the Suns out of system. And Kara Stevens and Gracie Arthur doing some conversation here as they get ready to go for set number 2. We'll clear and put it to the first set to the Bombers. As Kara Stevens is going to come back to serve for the Suns. They'll start the serving off here. Stevens serve and let serve is dug by Duncan. Rexroth sets middle to McClure. McClure is dug by Stevens. Schaefer out to Griswold on the bump set, and Griswold is going to get the kill. Kinsey Griswold, her 5th kill. And it's 1-0 Suns. Kara Stevens gets her 2nd service point. Duncan, Rexroth, middle McClure. Gracie Arthur, a big-time dig. He's going to keep it alive with Griswold sending the free ball across. Jackie Adair hit it to Rexroth tipped it across. Now Griswold's going to tip it. Coming down is Robinson. Lucanen with the drive. It's dug by Stevens. Schaefer to Duncan. Rexroth out to Lucanen. Down off the block of Schaefer, and a sports corner kill for Catherine Lucanen. Her 3rd sports corner kill. Side out, and going back to serve is going to be Emily Westerholt as she comes in for McClure. 1-1 set number 2. 1-0 Macomb here at Southeastern High School. 25-23 was the score in set 1. Schaefer goes to Amanda Stevens. Stevens off of Jackie Adair. Tracked down by Robinson. Free ball coming across by Rexroth. Ramsey. Schaefer, slide to Stevens, through the block and down. Kara Stevens gets her 7th kill. Gives her team a 2-1 lead as Kinsey Griswold comes back to serve now. Griswold serve, Lucanen, Rexroth back to Lucanen. Off of Kara Stevens. Lucanen gets the sports corner kill. It'll be her 4th. And Quinn Rexroth will go back to serve. That'll bring Kelly Ladd to the front row. Taylor O'Dare will be on the right side. Lucanen will come over to left when rotation begins. Let serve, dug by Griswold. Schaefer, Stevens, tip. What a job by Duncan to go down and grab the tip. Lucanen on the attack, blocked by Schaefer. Abigail Schaefer gets the block for the Suns. And she'll go back to serve now with her team leading 3-2. Little jump serve, dug by Jackie Adair. Back set to Lucanen. She tips it across. Ramsey, Schaefer, Stevens, out. Side out to the Bombers. Catherine Lucanen back to serve now. Jackie Adair moves to the front row. Stevens, Schaefer, Amanda Stevens tips it. It's partially blocked, dug up by Ladd. It's going to be a free ball looped across. Stevens to Schaefer, tipped by Ramsey. Dug by Rexroth, they're out of system. Duncan a bump set to Taylor Adair. Schaefer is there. Stevens tracks it down. Riley Van Fleet tries to bring it back into bounds and across the net, can't do it. It's the first lead of the set for the Bombers. Actually, they led 1-0 as well. On a side out, Lucanen gets the point. Deep serve, Kara Stevens. Amanda Stevens. Van Fleet bumps it across. Lucanen, quick to Kelly Ladd. Stevens going to tip it across. Jackie Adair tips it with the left hand. 2 hits, it's going to fall. Jackie Adair gets the tip kill and her 6th sports corner kill. Ramsey, Schaefer back to Stevens. Stevens off the block of Jackie Adair and down. Amanda Stevens, her 8th kill. Now she'll come back to serve. Tie, it's 4-5, excuse me. Macomb with the lead. Kelly Ladd can be brought up. Kara Stevens is going to hit it across. Rexroth's there. Second hit on the attack by Ladd. Stevens going to quick set to Kara Stevens. She bumps across. Duncan is there. Out to Taylor Adair. It's dug by Amanda Stevens. Kinsey Griswold sends it across. Rexroth tips it back to Taylor Adair. Stevens bump set. Back row attack, Schaefer. LeCarron was there. Block! Kara Stevens blocks Kelly Ladd. Kara Stevens with her first block of the night. And Amanda Stevens gets her second service point. And we are tied at 5. Out to Jackie Adair, dug by Ramsey. Bump set, back row attack coming from Schaefer. Duncan is there. Rexroth back set to Taylor Adair, dug by Schaefer. Stevens back set to Riley Van Fleet. It's dug by Rexroth. Duncan back row attack coming from Lucanen, dug by Stevens. Schaefer bump set out to Ramsey. Ramsey deep, Duncan is there. Rexroth's going to set near side to Jackie Adair, blocked and up. Griswold is there. Stevens now is going to tip it across. Duncan goes to get it. Out to Jackie Adair again. Through the block. It's dug up. Stevens sends it across. Rexroth quick to Kelly Ladd. It's going to go out of bounds. Stevens gets the point of the Amanda variety. 6-5 Suns with the lead now. Jackie Adair, the hitting air into the net, and another point for the Suns. They lead by 2, 7-5. 3 straight for Amanda Stevens. Duncan with the serve receive. Rexroth's going to go back to Taylor Adair. Taylor Adair dug by Van Fleet. Stevens back row attack Schaefer, and she hits it into the net. A hitting air and a side out to the Bombers. McClure comes in. Westerhold goes in and then out for McClure. And Taylor Adair back to serve. Kara Stevens, Amanda Stevens, back to Kara Stevens. She's going to push it across. It bounces down. Oh, Rexroth, what a job to go down and grab that. Amanda Stevens gets it. Kinsey Griswold. Kara Stevens going to send it across. Luke Harrinen's there. Rexroth quick in the middle to McClure, dug by Schaefer. Amanda Stevens, quick set to Kara Stevens. It's blocked. Amanda Stevens again. Schaefer out to Ramsey. Ramsey's blocked. It's dug by Luke Harrinen. Tipped by Ramsey. Luke Harrinen's there again without even getting up. Jackie Adair with the attack. Stevens, Riley Van Fleet pushes it across. That was Taylor Adair. Here's Stevens. Schaefer, Ramsey blocked and down. Savannah Ramsey gets the kill as it goes off the block of Quinn Rexroth and Kelly Ladd as Savannah Ramsey gets the kill, her first, and she'll go back to serve now with her team up 8-6. Ramsey to serve. Luke Harrinen's there. Rexroth back set to Kelly Ladd, and she'll get the kill up over the block of Kinsey Griswold and drops it in. Kelly Ladd gets her second Sports Corner kill. And a side out to the Bombers. Kylie Robinson back to serve. She served 4 straight in set 1, which was a big part of getting the Bombers back in that contest, and she gets an ace right there as Griswold can't control it overhead with 2 hands, and it's a 8-8 game now here in set number 2. Again, Griswold has to take it overheaded. She's going to track that one down, put it deep corner. Duncan's there. Rexroth, near side, Jackie Adair, blocked and dug. Stevens to Kinsey Griswold. Stevens, back set, Riley Van Fleet, bumps it across. Kara Stevens hits it. Duncan goes down to get it. Rexroth back out to Jackie Adair. She drives it and is blocked by Kara Stevens. Kara Stevens, her second block of the set, and a side out to the Suns. They lead 9-8. Zoe Griswold coming in to serve for the Suns. Zoe has served a couple times, has not got a service point as of yet. The Suns lead by 1, 9-8. McClure grabbed it and threw it down. Stevens is going to hit it across now. There's Luke Harrinen back there. Rexroth tipped it across. Quinn Rexroth gets the tip kill. The little dink there, and it's a 9-9 game now. Jackie Adair going back to serve. And it's a deep serve and out. Side out to the Suns. Stortzum comes in for Jackie Adair now after the serve. Kara Stevens back to serve for the Suns. Her team up by 1. Lukarinen's going to tip it. Gracie Arthur is there. Schaefer sends it across. Lukarinen on the attack now. Kara Stevens is there. Schaefer out to Kinsey Griswold. Down the line. Off of Stortzum, and a kill for Kinsey Griswold. Kinsey Griswold gets her 6th kill. Kara Stevens gets her 3rd service point. Out to Lukarinen, and just wasn't high enough for her to hit it. She tried to punch it across, couldn't get the job done. A setting error results in a point for the Suns. They have their largest lead of set number 2, 12-9. Stevens back to serve again of the Kara variety. Short serve is dug. Rexroth goes after it. Going to be a free ball by McClure. Ramsey, a little trouble with the pass, but Schaefer tracks it down. Stevens is blocked, and it's McClure with the block on Amanda Stevens. Madeline McClure gets the block, and a side out for the Bombers. Emily Westerhold back to serve now. Amanda Stevens went down to get it. She's going to get the step back. Back there by Stortzum, I believe. Lukarinen gets the kill. A sports corner kill for Catherine Lukarinen. I had to wait to see how they called it. She gets her 5th sports corner kill, and it's 12-11 as Westerhold gets another service point. It's her 3rd. Ramsey, Schaefer knocks it down. Back across it comes, and Schaefer drives it off of Westerhold. Abigail Schaefer gets a kill. It's her 3rd. And Kinsey Griswold back to serve. She's got 4 service points, including an ace. She's also got 6 kills. Robinson, Rexroth, McClure, dug up by Schaefer. Stevens back to Schaefer. Off of Duncan. Abigail Schaefer gets her 4th kill. Kinsey Griswold back to serve one more time. Robinson's there. Rexroth. And that ball is out on the Taylor Adair attack. It's a hitting error. Griswold gets her 6th point. 15-11, a 4-point lead to make the biggest lead for either team here in set number 2. A timeout charged to Macomb. This game being brought to you by Ron Elby Auto Sales with locations in Macomb and Augusta. With 80 years of car sales experience, Ron Elby Auto Sales is your hometown go-to for your next car. In Macomb, on East Jackson Street, stop in and talk to Justin, Jared, or Chris, or visit www.lbsellscars.com to check out their inventory. And McDonough Telephone Cooperative. McDonough Telephone Cooperative offers lightning fast and reliable fiber internet, video, phone, and camera systems to the McDonough County area. Call 309-776-3211 to check your availability. And Sports Corner at 124, Macomb's original local sports bar is Sports Corner at 124. With a focus on local sports, catch WIU games and all the area TSSR Game Time live broadcasts at Sports Corner at 124, all while enjoying your favorite cold drink and some of the best food in West Central Illinois. Stop in and say hi at 124 North Randolph Street in Macomb. Rexroth tracks it down. Lukarinen drives it. Off the net it goes. Catherine Lukarinen drove it right off of Kinsey Griswold. Lukarinen gets her 6th sport corner kill. And it's 15-12. This is like deja vu all over again because this is about where we were out in set 1 when the Bombers started to take control. Rexroth back to serve. Kinsey Griswold goes to get it. Schaefer quick to Stevens. Stevens through the block and down. It went out of bounds, but it did get a touch. Amanda Stevens gets her 9th kill. And Abigail Schaefer coming back to serve for the Suns. Riley Van Fleet back in for Southeastern as well. Schaefer serve. Duncan's there. Rexroth going to back set to Lucanen from the right side, and that one's in. Not by much, but it was in. It's 16-13. Side out on Catherine Lucarenen's 7th Sports Corner kill, and she'll go back to serve now. Not a ton of service points in this one, a whole lot of Sports Corner kills for both teams. Lucarenen serve. Ramsey, Schaefer, quick to Stevens. She tips it across. Duncan's there. To Jackie Adair. It's blocked and out of bounds. A Sports Corner kill for Jackie Adair. She's got 7. And it's 16-14. Lucanen. Kara Stevens. Schaefer back to Stevens. Down and across for a kill for Amanda Stevens. Give her 10 on the night. Amanda Stevens goes left side to Lucanen. Back set goes to Taylor Adair. Cross court off of Stevens. Taylor Adair gets a Sports Corner kill. For Taylor Adair, that is her 4th. Madeline McClure checks back in for the Bombers. Quinn Rexroth goes back to serve. Griswold has it blocked and thrown right back in her face by Madeline McClure. That could be a block or a kill. I'll give her a Sports Corner kill. Madeline McClure brings it to within 1 at 17-16. Rexroth's first service point. Schaefer, Stevens, back to Ramsey. It never got over the net. A hitting error, and it's tied at 17 as Rexroth gets her 2nd service point. Rexroth's next serve. Back row attack from Schaefer. Lucanen. Kelly Ladd. Schaefer's going to send a free ball across. She does get it there. Middle it goes to McClure. It's blocked. Dug by Van Fleet. Back row attack. Schaefer, deep right corner and out. A little too deep, and the Bombers have a lead at 18-17. Rexroth has served 3 straight. And a service error brings it back to 18-18 for the tie. Savannah Ramsey back to serve for the Suns. Lucarenen's there. Rexroth to Jackie Adair. Stevens. Schaefer. Kinsey Griswold. Duncan is there. Back set it goes to Ladd. Stevens. Kinsey Griswold. Duncan again on another dig. Rexroth comes near side to Jackie Adair. Schaefer with the dig. Kinsey Griswold with the attack and touch. They call a touch. We'll see if they leave it at that or not. Going to call a replay, actually. It's going to be a replay. The up official called the touch. The down official didn't see it. They'll call a replay. 18-18 still. Savannah Ramsey, Lucanen. Rexroth quick to McClure. Doug. Stevens tried to go get it, or that was Amanda Stevens. Couldn't get there. And it's a side out to the Bombers. Lucanen going back to serve now. Catherine Lucanen has 6. No, it's going to be Kylie Robinson. I'm sorry, Lucanen served last time. Kylie Robinson has 5 service points. She served all those in set number 1. Trouble, and it's going to be a few passing errors. A 6th service point for Kylie Robinson. It's 20-18, and Coach Kerr and the Suns are going to take a timeout. This game being brought to you by Tom Conklin State Farm, face-to-face, over the phone, or by email, or by text. You choose how you do business with Tom Conklin State Farm Macomb. You can reach them at 309-837-1200 or visit them online at www.macombsf.com. Better yet, stop in and get your quote today at 1221 West Jackson Street in Macomb. With Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling bringing you Bombers sports today. The McDonough District Hospital. Thank you for voting McDonough District Hospital Rehabilitation Center's best of the best in McDonough County. Let their experienced and dedicated sports medicine and rehabilitation show you why MDH has been voted best of the best the last 6 years running. There are 3 convenient locations to serve you, 2 in Macomb and 1 in Bushnell. Kinsey Griswold, Stevens, back to Griswold. On the attack, it's off of Duncan and off the back wall. Kinsey Griswold gets another kill and a side out for the Suns. Brings it to 20-19, and Zoe Griswold coming back in to serve for Southeastern. Low hard serve. Duncan went down and got it, and it cannot get it across. We're tied at 20. Zoe Griswold gets her first service point. Griswold's next serve. Robinson is there. Rexrow, middle to McClure. Zoe Griswold, Stevens, to Schaefer. Duncan, bump sets to Jackie Adair. Ramsey, Zoe Griswold. Amanda Stevens sends it across. Lucanen, Rexroad, out to Jackie Adair again, and that time she hits it into the net. A hitting error, and it's 21-20 Suns. Zoe Griswold, trouble, down and it goes, an overpass, feeding the bear, and Abigail Schaefer was ready to eat. It's a kill for Abigail Schaefer, and the Suns have a 2-point lead. It's the 5th kill for Schaefer, a timeout by the Bombers, and we'll take one as well as Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling brings you Macomb High Sports on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
Working at MDH feels special to me because I'm also from a small community like MDH, and I love to be able to care for communities like this and be able to give them high standards of excellence with medical care as possible. You know, some people like to take more of a medical approach to their care. Some people like to take more of a holistic. And I just want to be able to make their plan of care as individualized as possible.
And welcome back to Southeastern High School. Zoe Griswold has rolled off 3 straight points. And the Suns lead by 2, 22-20. Here in set 2, they have to win set 2 to force a set 3. Dug by Amanda Stevens. Kara Stevens going to set to Schaefer. Schaefer's partially blocked, but it'll fall. Abigail Schaefer gets her 6th kill, and the Suns are up by 3. Zoe Griswold. Duncan is there. Rexroth. Back to Jackie Adair, and Jackie Adair on serve receive from the right side gets her 8th Sports Corner kill and makes it a 2-point game, 23-21 on the side out, and Adair will go back to serve. Jackie Adair's serve with her team trailing by 2 here in set 2. Amanda Stevens to Abigail Schaefer. Duncan is there. Rexroth is going to tip it across. Schaefer goes to get it. Stevens back to Schaefer. Schaefer is going to push it down the net. Lucanen comes to get it. Rexroth gets the kill. Quinn Rexroth gets her 3rd kill. And it's 23-22. And the Suns are going to take a timeout. Going to let them go sit down. Something you don't see from the Suns very often. Just taking a little break, letting them get a drink, cooling the heads a little bit here, as Coach Kerr has literally not said anything during this timeout, just giving the kids a break. Coach Julian is talking a little bit, but I don't know that there's a whole lot of going on other than we just want to take a break, settle down a little bit. Now Coach Kerr is going to talk halfway through the timeout. This has been a long one, folks. We are in set 2. It was 25-23 in set number 1. It's 23-22, and just about the same thing. It's like the same thing happening here. And we'll see if the Bombers can close back up. Jackie Adair got the point. She's up to 3 service points now. Serve receive at a premium now for the Suns. Kara Stevens, Amanda Stevens, Griswold drops it in. Kenzie Griswold gets her 7th kill, and the Suns are 1 point away from a set 2 win. And their first server of the match, Kara Stevens, is coming back for her 3rd serve now here in set 2. Right side, Duncan is there. Rexroth's going to come to Lukarinen, and she's going to drive it home. Catherine Lukarinen gets her 8th Sports Corner kill. And it's 24-23. And this one, folks, has been everything it was billed to be. And Emily Westerhold back to serve. She's got 3 service points. All of them are here in set 2. Stevens is there. Schaefer back to Stevens. It's blocked. It's dug by Schaefer. Ramsey's going to have to send a free ball across. Stortsam's there. Out to Lukarinen, and she hits it into the net, a hitting air, and we're going 3. 25-23. We've got some extras here in Southeastern as the Suns win set 2 in an identical score, 25-23, to which the Bombers won set 1, and we are going 3. We'll be back on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, in just a few minutes.
I chose the MDH OBGYN group because I've heard wonderful things about Dr. Smith. And upon entering the office, I really got along with everybody and got a warm feeling. The staff is warm and inviting and welcoming. It's a small community, so it's a really nice hospital to have here in the rural area. I continue to choose MDH because of the relationships I have. I really enjoy everybody here.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
I chose physical therapy because I knew I wanted to be in the healthcare field. I wanted to be able to help patients in some way related to more in depth. We get to know our patients, and that's really what kind of sets us apart.
Well, I've always had an interest in the medical field, and then growing up, I actually went through physical therapy myself for an injury, and that got me back to playing my sports and the activities that I loved. So seeing that firsthand, I got to see how much physical therapy could really benefit others.
And welcome back to Southeastern High School. 25-23 Suns in set 2. That means we're going 3. 25-23 Bombers, set 1. 25-23 Suns, set 2. And we are ready to go 3. Chad Derry, this is why I'm not there. My old heart can't take close games. Well, I'll tell you what, this is as good a volleyball as you're going to see in West Central Illinois, folks. This is 2 fantastic volleyball teams doing battle here at Southeastern High School tonight. Alex Russell, nice win, Lady Suns. That was a very nice win for the Suns, but I'll tell you what, it's not over yet. Both these teams have been playing pretty darn good volleyball. A few key hitting errors for the Bombers there in set 2 allowed the Suns to get that win. You have to think they are feeling like if they can control the errors, and talk to Coach Rexroth about that a night ago before the BPC game, and she said that they just have to control their errors. A few errors, including one to give the Suns their last point, was enough to give the Suns a 25-23 win. Of course, Suns had a few errors. Suns have struggled a little bit passing the ball tonight, and the Bombers have struggled more hitting with the hitting errors. So it's been passing errors for the Suns, hitting errors for the hitting errors for the Bombers, passing errors for the Suns as Lucanen on the attack, and she's going to say, what, Prytel, are you talking about with hitting errors? That's a sports corner kill for Catherine Lucanen. She's got 9 kills on the night, and the Bombers lead 1-0. The two teams have won the game they served first in, so if the Bombers are going to win, they're going to break that rhythm. And trouble for Kinsey Griswold on serve receive, and an ace for Catherine Lucanen, her 4th point, her first ace. Savannah Ramsey, Schaefer to Amanda Stevens. And a little miscommunication in the defense. They left a hole that somebody expected somebody to be covering. It was not. Amanda Stevens is going to get her 11th kill. And the Suns get the serve back on the side out, trailing 2-1. Ned Eckert, good to see you watching, young man. Hopefully you're doing well, and your mother as well. Yeah, Jason Arthur, if you're a Suns fan or a Bombers fan, the heart's getting a workout in this one, that is for sure. Amanda Stevens to Abigail Schaefer, and she gets the kill. We're tied at 2. Abigail Schaefer, 7 kills so far here tonight. Wait for some students to cross behind Kinsey Griswold. Griswold got the service point. Lucanen. Ramsey's going to send a free ball across. Duncan fighting over it. They're going to get a free ball to come back across, I do believe. Stevens comes to get it. Schaefer, quick to Stevens. Through the block. It's dug up by Adair. They're going to call a lift. Probably a good call. And a point for the Suns. Kinsey Griswold gets her 8th. 12th kill for Stevens. Duncan out to Lucanen from Rexroth. Schaefer to Stevens. She's going to tip it across. Duncan is covered so well tonight in that hole on the tip. Stevens going to hit off the net. What a job by Robinson to come get that one. Lucanen now. It's going to be dug by Kara Stevens. Out to Ramsey. Ramsey deep left corner. Back there is Stortzum. Here comes Lucanen on the attack. It's tipped. Gracie Arthur is there. Schaefer to Stevens. She's going to barely tip it across, and there's Duncan again to fill the hole. Blocked by Abigail Schaefer on an attack by Lucanen. Abigail Schaefer gets her 2nd block, and it's 4-2 Suns. 9 service points now for Kinsey Griswold. Robinson. Lucanen from Rexroth. Griswold. Schaefer slide to Stevens. It's blocked. And Schaefer trying to do the stretching move where you put a foot behind you and slide a foot out, trying to get her foot underneath it. Couldn't do it. Lucanen gets the sports corner kill. It's her 10th. And going back to serve is going to be Quinn Rexroth with her team trailing by 1, 4-3. 1 set apiece. This is set number 3. This is for all the proverbial marbles. Stevens. Schaefer's going to hit it across. It's dug by Rexroth. Duncan. Lucanen. It's going to be Stevens of the Kara variety. Now to Amanda Stevens. She tips it down. Quinn Rexroth is again out of system. A great bump set from Ellie Duncan for the 2nd straight time. And Taylor Adair gets the sports corner kill. Her 5th. Quinn Rexroth gets the service point. It's her 4th. Ramsey. Schaefer. Stevens into the net, a hitting error. (5-4) after the hitting error. Rexroth has 5 service points now. Stevens. Schaefer. Back to Stevens, and it's tipped across as Schaefer tried to quick. Stevens couldn't get there in time to hit it, so she just tipped it, but it fell behind the defense and the blockers, and it's a kill, 13 for Amanda Stevens. Abigail Schaefer back to serve now. Right and down, it's Stortzum. Over the net it comes. No, Rexroth went and got it. Ramsey, Schaefer, Stevens blocked by Rexroth. Schaefer out to Ramsey. Rexroth went to get it. Duncan, Lucanen now is going to tip it across with her left hand. Stevens going to push it across. Ladd was there. This is going to be number 3. They got to get it across. Lucanen does. Griswold to Stevens as Schaefer Coach Kerr not happy with the passing as Lucanen going back to serve now. It's another hitting error for the Suns here in set 3. Schaefer, Stevens all the way across, and again the sets, the timing just not there with Schaefer and Stevens right now. And Lucanen gets her 5th service point. The Bombers up by 2, 7-5. Van Fleet tips it across. Rexroth, dunk and another bump set opportunity. This time Jackie Adair. Schaefer's there. Griswold, Ramsey, blocked, dropped back over. Schaefer now quick to Stevens. Stevens drives it home off the block of Jackie Adair. Amanda Stevens gets her 14th kill. 7-6 Bombers, and Amanda Stevens coming back to serve now. Jackie Adair. Now Taylor Adair, and that's out. A hitting error for the Bombers, and we are tied at 7. 5th service point for Amanda Stevens. Short, Lucarenen's there. Rexroth, middle to Ladd, tipped across. Stevens knocked it back. Now it's going to come back across. Stevens is going to go back to Ramsey. Ramsey deep right corner. Duncan's there. Rexroth's going to set near side of Jackie Adair. She drives it, dug by Schaefer. Amanda Stevens, back row attack. Schaefer off the net, dug by Rexroth. Duncan a bump set to Taylor Adair. She pushes it across. Van Fleet went down to get it. Stevens is going to send a free ball across. Lucarenen's there. Rexroth sets middle to Ladd. Schaefer. Stevens is going to push it across. Rexroth again. Duncan a bump set to Jackie Adair. It's blocked by Kara Stevens. Dug by Duncan. Back to Lucarenen. Jackie Adair again, and this time she's going to hit it deep and out. Amanda Stevens gets her 6th point. 8-7. Suns back to a 1-point lead. Lucarenen tipped across by Ladd. Schaefer. Ramsey's going to have to send a free ball across. Lucarenen's there. Rexroth back to Taylor Adair. Stevens struggles and it goes off. Taylor Adair is going to get her 6th kill. A sports corner kill for Taylor Adair. Gets a side out in a tie game at 8-8. The aforementioned Taylor Adair back to serve now. McClure in to play middle. Jackie Adair will go back to the left side. And again, Kinsey Griswold struggling in serve receive. And Taylor Adair gets an ace. Her 1st point. Griswold. Stevens to Kara Stevens. It's blocked. And a passing error. Side out to the Suns. We're tied at 9. That came down the line from Jackie Adair. It was out. Ramsey gets the point. Kelly Ladd with a sports corner kill. And we're tied at 10. Her 3rd sports corner kill. And Kylie Robinson back to serve. Griswold, Stevens, Abigail Schaefer from the back row. It's going to draw. They're going to Rexroth. What a job of getting an arm on that. Schaefer out to Kinsey Griswold. Blocks. Schaefer grabs that. Stevens now to Riley Van Fleet. Deep left corner. It's dug back there by Robinson. Tipped across by Rexroth. Back row attack from Schaefer. Dug by Duncan. Now they called a back row attack maybe. I'm not real sure what that was. It's 11-10. Robinson gets the service point. It's her 7th. Griswold. Stevens back to Kinsey Griswold. Blocked partially. Dug by Jackie Adair. Middle is going to go to McClure. Tipped. Dug. Stevens, Kara Stevens, Duncan with a dig. Rexroad out to Jackie Adair, drives it deep and out. And it's 11-11. Zoe Griswold in to serve. She served key serves down the stretch in set 2 for 4 service points. An overpass, but it worked. And they're going to call McClure for a lift. Zoe Griswold gets her 5th service point. It's 12-11. Short. Duncan goes to get it. Oh, what a job by Jackie Adair to save that one. It's brought across. Stevens to Abigail Schaefer. It's blocked. One-arm dig by Zoe Griswold gets it across. Now it's going to come out to Jackie Adair down the net. Kara Stevens tracks it down. Abigail Schaefer, Robinson, Rexroad out to Jackie Adair. Ramsey. Abigail Schaefer gets the kill in front of a diving Jackie Adair. Abigail Schaefer up to 8 kills now. Zoe Griswold to 6 points. 13-11. Low serve into the net, a service error and a side out. Gracie Arthur is going to come in for Zoe Griswold. The libero back in and back to serve is Jackie Adair. She has got 3 service points and 8 Sports Corner kills tonight. That's in. That's an ace. They thought it was going to go deep. It dropped just inside the line. Jackie Adair gets her first ace of the night. She's trying to close in to match the points and scoring of Lucarin. Lucarin having a great game tonight as well. Even a little better. Stevens out to Abigail Schaefer. It's blocked, and Madeline McClure gets her second Sports Corner or second block, and we're tied at. Actually, the Bombers take a 14-13 lead. Jackie Adair, 5 service points now. Kara Stevens. Abigail Schaefer dug by Duncan. Robinson. Lucarin. Stevens back to Kinsey Griswold. Dug by Jackie Adair. Near it comes to Lucarin. Tipped across. Just a little push. Ramsey was there. Stevens to Abigail Schaefer. She's going to tip it across. Going down to get it was Rexroad. No, that was Robinson, excuse me. Rexroad tipped it across. Kara Stevens. Schaefer pushes it across. Lucarin. Dug by Ramsey. Back to Kinsey Griswold. Deep left corner, and Kinsey Griswold gets the kill. Her 8th. Kara Stevens back to serve now with the game tied at 14. Duncan, McClure, Ramsey, Schaefer, Stevens off the block and down. Amanda Stevens gets the kill. It's her 15th kill of the match. And oddly enough, it's point number 15 to give her team a 1-point lead at 15-14. Kara Stevens got the service point, her 5th. McClure tips it across. Oh, what a job by Gracie Arthur. It's blocked, it's dug, it's pushed across by Schaefer, and a great job by Duncan. Near side it comes to Lucarin, and it's a kill for Catherine Lucarin. Sports Corner kill, her 11th. And we're tied at 15. Going back to serve is going to be Emily Westerhold, the sophomore. Very good server for the Bombers. She's got 3 service points tonight. Jump serve coming. Griswold, Schaefer, quick to Stevens, off the block. It's going to be brought up. Robinson, Lucarin. Griswold's there. Schaefer, slide to Stevens. It's tipped down. And again, the timing just not there very good, but Amanda Stevens makes it work. She gets her 16th kill. On point number 16, and Kinsey Griswold comes back to serve. Lucarin, cross court. Ramsey brings it up. Stevens of the Kara variety. Schaefer sends it across. Stortsom's back there. Rexroad hit it. Schaefer set a quick. Stevens went on a slide, and it's a point for the Bombers on the side out. Ladd comes in. Rexroth goes back to serve with the score 16-16. Kinsey Griswold, Schaefer. Gracie Arthur sends it across. Stortzum tracks it down. Back set to Taylor Adair. Doug. Ramsey now on the attack. Duncan goes to get it. Rexroth goes out to Lucarinen. Lucarinen pushes it across. Kinsey Griswold's there. Schaefer to Stevens. Down and in. Point number 17 goes to kill number 17 for Amanda Stevens. Zoe Griswold comes out as she replaced Arthur. Then Riley Van Fleet comes in for Griswold. And Abigail Schaefer comes back to serve. Ladd is back in for the Bombers. Not sure if I said that earlier. Duncan, a little trouble there, but they are going to be able to get it across, I think. And they do. Stevens, Schaefer, Stevens off the block. Duncan is there for the dig. It's going to go to Lucarinen. Lucarinen, Ramsey, Schaefer. Stevens through the block to Kelly Ladd, and Kara Stevens gets kill number 18. She's staying even with the points at this point. And Abigail Schaefer gets her second service point. Duncan, Rexroth, Taylor A. No, that's Lucarinen. It hit the pole, and it's a point for the Suns. They lead by 3, and the Bombers take a timeout. We'll take one as well real quick, and we'll be back on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH right after this.
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. We were struggling the first year, and then when we got pregnant, I stayed at MDH and through labor and now for pediatrics. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. I was met with amazing staff members who helped me through concerns that I had when she was first born, helping me learn how to be a new mom. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
And welcome back to Southeastern High School here in Augusta, Illinois. As you're watching Arm Brothers Heating and Cooling coverage of Macomb High Sports, as well as TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, coverage of Southeastern Sun Sports on our Hulett PubliPro LLC YouTube channel. Abigail Schaefer back to serve one more time. Her team leads 19-16 in set number 3. It's 25-23 in each of the first 2 sets. The Bombers won the first, Suns won the second. Here comes Lucarinen, blocked by Amanda Stevens. It's going to be a free ball. Nobody was there. Somehow Duncan reacted to it and got it. Schaefer, Stevens off of a diving Rexroth, I believe, and kill number 19 for Amanda Stevens, and it's 20-16. Suns with the lead. Abigail Schaefer back to serve again. Trying to get point number 5 here. Over to Taylor Adair. It's Doug. Stevens off the block. Dug by Duncan. Rexroth back to Taylor Adair again. Blocked by Stevens. Lucarinen down the line. Schaefer comes to get it. It's an overpass. Duncan is there. Rexroth back out to Lucarinen again. Dug by Stevens. It's an overpass and out. 20-17. Lucarinen back to serve now. She's got 5 service points, including an ace, to go along with her 11 kills for Sports Corner kills. Kara Stevens, Schaefer, Amanda Stevens, cross court and out. A hitting error for Amanda Stevens, and it's 20-18. Lucarinen to 6 service points. She's the star of the game for the Bombers right now. 6 service points, an ace, and 11 kills. Kara Stevens, Abigail Schaefer. Dumped across by Amanda Stevens on another back set that she wasn't there for. And that's going to be a hitting error by Jackie Adair. And a side out to the Suns. Amanda Stevens back to serve. She's got 6 service points to go along with her 19 kills. Duncan, Rexroth, back to Taylor Adair. Van Fleet, Stevens, out to Ramsey. Blocked, dug up, and out. Kara Stevens went down to get it, on the block and passes it out of bounds. Taylor Adair going back to serve. We'll give her the block. Her and Kelly Ladd were over there. We'll give each of them a block. 21-19 and a service error by Taylor Adair, and it's 22-19. Suns with the lead. Savannah Ramsey going back to serve. She's got 4 service points tonight. And a timeout to Macomb High, their second of the set. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH for the finale here from Southeastern High School.
I chose physical therapy because I knew I wanted to be in the healthcare field. I wanted to be able to help patients in some way related to more in depth. We get to know our patients, and that's really what kind of sets us apart.
And welcome back. While I'm thinking about it, we'll talk more about it. I want to congratulate the Bombers on finishing third at the regional in Monmouth today in boys golf. They'll advance to Peoria next week. Justice Keene finished 7th overall, and Nick Parkins finished 10th overall. We'll talk more about that in a second, but meanwhile, we got some big volleyball coming down the pipes here. Luke Karanen on the serve receive. Jackie Adair cross court and touched by Ramsey. A sports corner kill for Jackie Adair, her 9th, and a side out for the Bombers. 22-20. Robinson back to serve. She leads the team with 7 service points. That's a let serve. Schaefer goes down to get it. Out to Kinsey Griswold. It's blocked. Schaefer's there. Stevens back to Riley Van Fleet. Dug by Luke Karanen. Rexrope pushes it across. Kara Stevens tips it. Jackie Adair. Rexrope to Jackie Adair. It's out, I do believe. Another hitting error results in a side out, and Zoe Griswold back in to serve for the Suns. Robinson, Rexrow. Jackie Adair, it was partially blocked. Stevens to Kara Stevens, and somebody was in the net. The Bombers in the net. Zoe Griswold gets her 7th service point, and the Suns are 1 point away from a come-from-behind win in 3 sets over the Macomb High Bombers. Duncan. McClure off the block, dug by Griswold. Here it comes to Schaefer, dug by Robinson. Back out to Jackie Adair. It's blocked and off the hands of Kinsey Griswold. Jackie Adair gets a sports corner kill, her 10th, and keeps hope alive for the Bombers. Going back to serve is going to be Jackie Adair. Has to roll off 3 straight to keep this one in reach for the Bombers. A side out means a match win. It's match point number 2 for the Suns. Schaefer blocked, pushed it right back across. Rexrow comes out to Lucanen, and Lucanen gets her 12th sports corner kill, and it's 24-22. A 3rd match point will be coming for the Suns, and the Suns take a timeout. We'll keep it here as we are down the stretch here in a very, very good contest at Southeastern High School. The Suns and the Bombers. 25-23 Bombers in set 1, 25-23 Suns in set 2. It's 24-22 Suns here in set 3. The Bombers have the serve. They've held off 2 match points. They're working on 3 match points, or their 3rd match point right now. Look, Jackie Adair back to serve yet again. She's got 6 service points. Jackie Adair's serve. Griswold, a little trouble again. That's going to be Kara Stevens. Robinson, Rexroth, out to Lucanen. It's dug by Ramsey. Stevens, Abigail Schaefer. It drops, and Abigail Schaefer gets the kill, and the Suns get the 25-22 win in set number 3. 25. Let me rephrase that. 23-25, 25-23, 25-22. And the Suns get a 2-1 win over the Macomb High Bombers in what was everything that it could have been billed to be and more. It was an outstanding contest. Both teams playing as hard as they could and getting as much out of everybody on the floor as they absolutely could. And the Bombers come up just a little short as the Southeastern Suns defend their home court and get a 23-25, 25-23, 25-22 win over the Macomb High Bombers. We'll take a break. We'll be back on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, as you've been watching Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling coverage of Macomb High Sports.
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. We were struggling the first year, and then when we got pregnant, I stayed at MDH and through labor and now for pediatrics. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. I was met with amazing staff members who helped me through concerns that I had when she was first born, helping me learn how to be a new mom. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there is limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
And welcome back to Southeastern High School in Augusta, Illinois, as the Southeastern Suns defeat the Macomb High Bombers tonight 23-25, 25-23, 25-22 to get the non-conference rivalry victory over the bigger school Macomb here on their home court tonight. We'll look at some stats for you, and these are, of course, unofficial. Sorry about that. These are, of course, unofficial, but usually pretty close to accurate. Jason Arthur hopped in there and said 2 words, oh my. I don't know if both those are words if you're writing a paper for school, but those are big ones tonight. Holy smokes, was that a great contest. There's no doubt about it. For the Macomb High Bombers in a 25-23, 23-25, 22-25 loss tonight, Catherine Lukanen, a great contest for her. She finished with 6 service points, including an ace, and she had 12 sports corner kills. Kylie Robinson had 7 service points, including 3 aces. Jackie Adair had 6 service points, including an ace, and she had 10 sports corner kills. Quinn Rexroth had 5 service points and 3 sports corner kills. Taylor Adair had 1 service point that was an ace and 6 sports corner kills, including and 1 block. Kelly Ladd had 3 sports corner kills and a block. Emily Westerhold had 3 service points. And Madeline McClure had 2 kills, sports corner kills, and 2 blocks. For the Southeastern Suns, unofficial stats: Zoe Griswold, 7 service points. Abigail Schaefer, 4 service points, 9 kills and 2 blocks. Savannah Ramsey had 4 service points, including an ace and 1 kill. Kinsey Griswold had 9 service points, including an ace and 8 kills. Kara Stevens had 5 service points, 3 kills and 2 blocks. Amanda Stevens had 6 service points and 19 kills to lead all attackers tonight here at Southeastern High School. We're going to take a quick break. Coach Kerr is on his way here, and he's actually standing right beside me. We'll take a quick break, get him under the headset, and we'll be back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, in just a couple minutes.
It was the community that really drew me back to Macomb. I'm from a small community, and I'm from a farm family, and ultimately I always wanted to practice in a place like that, and I felt that I had the ability to connect to people who with a similar background from me, and the fact that the staff members at the hospital and the support, all the support staff at the hospital was also focused with the goal of patient care. It felt like it just all came hammered at home for me.
At Western Illinois University, Leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
MTC Communications is building a high-speed fiber network in our community, and we're putting priority on the areas with the greatest interest. That means we need your input to let us know you want us to build fiber in your area first. Experience the speed and convenience of fiber internet by visiting our special website and registering. Let us know you want fiber internet today, and make your voice heard.
And welcome back to Southeastern High School. I pulled a quick one on you folks at home. I don't have Coach Kerr. I have Coach Rexroth. She came first, so I told Coach Kerr, since he has a shorter drive, that he could wait a minute. Coach Rexroth, boy, we talked last night when you were at BPC that this was probably going to be a great game and an well-anticipated game in West Central Illinois, and it lived up to the billing. It was fun.
It was a fun game. Defensively, I thought both teams played a tough match. I thought Southeastern did a great job we were hitting the ball, we were mixing it up. Quinn did a great job of feeding different hitters throughout the game. Maybe third set we should have fed some others, but spread it out a little bit more. But I thought that Southeastern, it was like every little play just went their way, Things that should have been down and would have been down in any other game, they managed a way to keep them up. I told the girls they've been doing that since I was in high school. So
don't feel bad about it. It just happens. It seemed to me that Southeastern struggled a little bit in serve receive occasionally there, and especially at the end of set one, and at points in set two they struggled in serve receive. And when you guys struggled, it was hitting. That you had some hitting errors, some ill-timed hitting errors that really cost you set two, I felt like. So it was errors, but on different spots maybe that kind of the only bad points of the game would have been those little things, right? But I don't know what your hitting percentage was, but until those few errors hit late, your hitting percentage had to be really good.
That's what I told the girls. I said, you were about 5 errors from really controlling games. I said, if you can find a way throughout the rest of the season to eliminate 5 to 7 errors, you will win sets big. Because, we're in there, and we get down, I think, the whole night. First set, second set, third set, we were down by 4 points and would make our way up. And then we'd break down. That's what I told them in the locker room. I'm like, if we can find a way to eliminate those 5 or 7, sometimes Quinn got them in a one-on-one option, but our hitters took off because they were excited for a fast tempo ball, but it wasn't a fast tempo ball, and then they couldn't execute what we needed to. We talked about eliminating some errors and executing faster. The rallies are so long.
Right.
The rallies are so long, and they're getting tired. We got some things we can work on that I think will make the difference later in season.
Speaking of that, Coach Kerr did something there. I think it was in the second set, at the end of the second set, or it was the second set. He actually called a timeout and just told the girls to go sit down.
Right. Get a break.
Get a break, drink some water. Those sets were as long without going to extra points. They were the first two were literally as long as they could be.
Yeah.
Without going extra points. And it wasn't like it was a point boom and then you're done. It was rally after rally after rally.
Rally after rally. And every point. Especially I felt like set 3 was really like that, and no one really took off, and then they got a 3-run run on us at 16-19. And then that was hard to fight back.
Right.
And yeah.
That's where rally scoring's tough, right? When you get down by 3 and they're up at 20, it's hard.
It's hard. When they get 20, that's where it's hard, and that can be a mental break for both teams, really. You can get 20 and sometimes lose
Just
it.
let up. Right.
Yeah, and then you can get down. It's different either way. Set 1, you're talking about their serve receive, and I told the girls, I'm like, we were serving area 6, like dead center. We're not making a move at all. And I'm like, in practice, we try to move it up. So I thought the girls, I told them tonight, I said, that was actually one of the better serving games I thought we did.
Yeah.
In the past, we've missed more. and I didn't think we missed as many serves tonight. We're missing still pivotal moments that aren't good momentum getters, but we're going to get there.
I felt like some of the problem with their serve receive was you're serving, it wasn't sometimes you drop it short. Well, then the next time it wouldn't be short, it wouldn't be long, it'd be right in that face range almost, right? Those have to be the hardest to receive, right? Because do I take a step back and try to bump it? Do I take a step forward, try to set it? And if you don't react just in the snap of a finger, it's too late, right?
Right.
And I saw that happen to Southeastern several times tonight. So
yeah,
that says something about your serving, right?
Yeah, we're trying to serve fast, trying to serve them deep. We've got to – our block finally came along in that second set, third set. We were starting to get the touches. So, I mean, I thought set 2, we had that – I don't even know how they got that ball up. I'm still looking back on that one.
Yeah, there was
a
couple
blocked Amanda on the 1, and then I don't know how they got it up, but whatever.
One of the things I thought that was huge for you guys tonight was Ellie Duncan. Yeah. And I know it has to do with coaching and defense, teaching defense and getting them in the right spots, but so many times we see Amanda Stevens get kill after kill after kill with that tip, and Duncan was there every time almost tonight.
Yeah, we said before the game, I said Amanda's one of the smartest hitters out there. She can cream it, but she also sees the court very well. And I said if we put a double block up and her defense tells her to, I guarantee you she's tipping a couple times. So you have to get to your spots and play discipline tonight. And I thought Ellie did a great job at that. She's really getting good at that, seeing it going. And we just got to work on a little bit of other things with defense, but really for the most part, Ellie brings a lot of hustle to the gym.
You've got 2 pretty good lefts, don't you?
I do. Yeah, I would like us to pass better and get more 9s and 3s and to take some pressure off of them. Like we've got to get the middles and the rights, because right now there's so much pressure on the outsides, and they're taking jumps after jumps, and that's hard. That's hard.
You had 12 from your starting left and 10 from your 10 kills is what I had for your second left. That's a lot of kills. And then Taylor Adair had for 6, and then Kelly Ladd 3, and Madeline McClure. You talk about the block. Madeline McClure was big on the block tonight, I felt
she
like.
She really came around, and then I thought she was really starting to read the tips. We've got to work on maybe blocking a little more over so they go down and not to where they're digging. I thought they dug a lot of our tips, or blocking.
Yeah.
But then, I thought Taylor and Kelly are really starting to connect on the outside. Taylor Adair, putting her on the right, she can set up a strong block for us sometimes. So, and I have 2 more players in the lineup that could also put a block for us too. It's just tonight the lineup was working, and I didn't, it's hard. I got several that can go in there and play too.
That's part of it. That's the hardest part of being a coach in volleyball, probably, isn't it?
Yeah, because I have girls that deserve more than what they're getting, and that's hard. But they all show up at practice, and they're part of whatever success we all have it because we're pushing each other at practice, and I keep trying to tell them that all 12 of you, all 15 are important on this team.
Well, you got some big games coming up.
Huge games.
I know you never want to lose, but in a game against a good team like this, you see the things that you're going to see down the road, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you learn a lot more from a loss tonight than you won from a game last night against BPC.
Exactly. I said I wish tonight we were kind of practicing to prepare for this game and then play them on Thursday. That's what I really like, but,
Yeah,
I won't get on Steve about that one. But
I mentioned that before the game, that both of you kind of had a warm-up last night. Neither one of you had really opponents that you had any problems with, and then you had to come into tonight. You didn't have a chance to erase any bad habits you got last night, and you had to come play perhaps the best other team in the area tonight.
Right. And then next week, I don't know if you saw what's coming up, but I told the girls in the locker room, I'm like, this might be probably one of the hardest weeks coming up for Macomb volleyball. We've got Q&D on Thursday night. This is also homecoming week. Havana, Q&D, back-to-back again. And then on Saturday, we go to the Quincy Invite, and Limestone, Freeburg, and us, and Camp Point are all in the same pool.
Ouch.
Yeah, I told the girls, I'm like, I'm pumped because we need to play those teams. We need to play Freeburg and Limestone to get us ready for postseason.
We've talked a lot through the years. You played a lot of when you were in school. You played a lot of schools that people said Colchester shouldn't play.
Right.
And you guys were always better coming out of those tournaments because of that.
Right.
You can do that same thing here, going down the stretch with a couple tough tournaments, can't you?
Yeah, and that, when I was in high school, Terry's goal for us at these better tournaments that we were in was always 3-2. She never really put a lot of pressure on us that we have to win the tournament. She said we're there to learn, to learn from the game and get faster, see some different competition. And if we come out 3-2, she was happy about that. And that's kind of what I'm going to tell the girls. Like, we're going to go play some tough teams, and that's who we want to play. I would rather play that than the JV team and an easy team and be guaranteed a gold spot. I don't need that. We don't need it.
It doesn't teach you anything, does
we
it?
don't, yeah, and that's what's going to, I think that could be what helps us later, because we've never had a week like that in the past couple years, so I'm excited.
It's like a postseason week almost.
It really, it is.
Because as you go farther along, you get tougher and tougher teams.
Exactly. So QND's going to be tough, Freeburg's going to be tough, Limestone, I'm just excited for the next week. Hopefully we can stay focused with homecoming. That's a little challenging in itself. But
what's the big deal?
90 degrees this week, too.
Yeah,
I mean,
what's up
come
with that?
on, I don't know. I'm over it.
I am too. Well, I'm fat. Try being fat like me. You'd be over it a long time ago if that was the case. Of course, if I worked in a gym all day with little kids chasing them around, maybe I wouldn't be as fat as I am.
Right.
That might be it too. I'm not real sure. But at any rate, Coach, thanks for talking to me. I appreciate it. We'll see you next week.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Coach Rexroth talking to us for a few minutes. We'll get Coach Kerr up here in just a minute as well, and then we'll get tore down and head on to the next one. I'm at West Prairie tomorrow night for West Prairie and BPC. A-Town is back in action tomorrow night as well. As we get Coach Kerr to head this way, we'll move along. There's two coaches to talk to. Got Coach Rexroth and Coach Kerr to stop talking behind me so they can come up here and get on. There comes Coach Kerr. Get him down here underneath the headset. We're on. I just stayed on. Is that okay? I don't have you turned up yet.
Okay. How's that?
That's perfect. I'll tell you what. Are you as tired as I am? Just talk. I talked. All I did was talk, and I'm tired.
Yeah, no, that was a nice match.
Yeah, that's the kind where you don't want anybody to lose. I mean, I literally, as I was telling Coach Rexroth, the first two sets you literally played as many points as you could play without going into overtime in either one of them, and then you were 1 point short of that in the third one. You called a timeout and told the girls to go sit down at one point. I've never seen you do that before.
Yeah, I know. You're right. That's we don't practice very long generally, so we played a lot longer than we normally practice. So I was a little worried about the fatigue factor, and just sometimes I've started doing that a little bit more this year actually, but I think just giving them just a chance to reset and refresh. My dad's coming up here. He always
is this your dad?
This is the one. Yeah, he always watches you, and he watches every game. So.
Well, he was here in person tonight. He came for a good one, didn't he?
That's right. Well, so I never liked him to come because back when Amy was a senior and we won second in the state, we were 39-3, and my dad came to 3 games.
And those were the 3 you'd lost.
We lost to Macomb, we lost to Quincy Notre Dame, and we lost the state championship. So but he got himself off the hook today. So
yeah.
That's good. No,
well, he went in the right direction. It was a fun one tonight.
Definitely.
So it's got to be special being able to have Dad here, though, right?
Yeah, for sure. Yep, no question.
I might say too that McDonough District is one of your sponsors. I'm probably the poster child in Illinois.
I can appreciate that. Luckily, I don't have to. I haven't had that problem myself just quite yet. But
I'm up to about $3 million.
He's
there goes your inheritance, huh?
Right. Yeah, no kidding. No, he's actually about nine and a half years cancer. Is that about right? A little over now, almost 10, and still hanging in there. So he's the most interesting man on Facebook. So if you have Facebook, try to look him up.
Well, I will. Let's talk a little bit about the game.
Sure.
Hey, you're very welcome. Thanks for coming. It's nice to meet you. Some things I felt like at times tonight you struggled a little bit in serve receive.
We did, and I think that's a function of their serving and just kind of got into our head a few times. I think specifically Kinsey Griswold, as good as she played, she had some times where she, kind of we call them free points, gave them free points. But, they serve the ball tough and they're flat floaters, and they were difficult to return. And it's one of those things where you're kind of in between passing it and using your hands with it, and she made the wrong choice a couple times and gave them a few. But yeah, it's just a battle, all the way around. Almost every point it was point for point. There were I mean, I'd be interested to know what the biggest run of the night was for the team. I'm going to say you might know, but probably not more than 5, I'd say.
I think that
they had 4 or 5 in the first set. Cause we had
Kylie Robinson in the first set served 5 straight.
Yeah, because I know that was a time.
That's when she blew it open, or they got the lead.
Yeah, I think we might have been down 18-17 at that point, possibly.
And Zoe Griswold served 4 straight at the end of the second set.
Correct. Yeah.
So,
but no, it was old school point for point, and never really anyone, took control. Even that third set, it was just back and forth, and good play after good play, and they did a good job of kind of exploiting some of our weaknesses on our defense, and we did a good job, I think, of just kind of being solid and making some plays. And it's nice to have Amanda back in the middle tonight. She felt good enough to do that. So that was the first time she played middle for a long time. And
19 kills isn't too bad.
Yeah, no, for sure. I got a little torqued a little bit that third set, or maybe it was in the second one. We kind of we were passing the ball, too close to the spike line. We couldn't get the ball to Amanda where we needed to, and it just it's
was
funny.
that Kinsey Griswold you got on that one time?
That might have been the one. Yeah, that might have been the one. So.
I thought you might be. Your face was redder than a Spartans T-shirt or something.
Yeah, it's funny just what 2 or 3 feet difference makes as far as a pass in terms of being able to run quick and effective offense on the middle, and there were times when because we were passing the ball off the net, and Amanda was having to hit balls that were coming from behind her. That's hard to do. So. We tried to correct that a little bit, and she came through big when she needed to, and you mentioned Zoe, what a good job she did coming in and serving tonight. I think our serving percentage was really good. We served the ball a lot to their libero, but we served a pretty high percentage. I think I know Zoe missed that one, but I can't remember many more that we missed.
Yeah, you didn't miss many. The other thing that caught my eye tonight was you and I have talked on numerous occasions about getting Amanda and Abigail on the same page, and it seemed like they just weren't in sync on several different points in the match. They just fell out of sync with each other.
Yeah, and especially there at the end, I thought too. We had some balls where one of the things is just the practice, and we haven't, like I said, she hasn't been able to swing middle for probably 2.5 weeks. So
since United. Has she played middle since that first set where she set the whole
maybe
game?
Not. Yeah, maybe not. No, you're probably right. Maybe a little bit in New Berlin, I guess. But anyway, just communication and it's one of those things where they run so many different things that it's hard. And the noise factor tonight was a big deal too. So sometimes usually you practice in, or a lot of your matches are in environments that aren't quite as loud, so you can hear each other, and the fact that Amanda's calling for a 7-ball behind the setter and the setter doesn't hear it. Obviously there's a few things there that was kind of not opportune timing as far as our part goes. But for the most part, they made their mistakes as well. They missed a big serve in that third set that was really big because we didn't have our strongest offense at the time. I'm like, where are we going to find offense from? All of a sudden, they missed a serve. So, okay, that'll work. So,
we'll take it wherever we can get it, right?
No question, for sure.
I had her for 9 kills. So, I mean, she is proving time and time again that she can hit the ball. And
yeah, she is. I think that's last night we worked on it. We drew up a brand new lineup, and Abigail was going to play left side and get a bunch of kills for us. And she got 6 last night, I think, against Beardstown, and then. Tonight Amanda felt good enough to play middle, so we kind of drew up our old standard lineup, and that moved Abigail more to defense. And we were good situation when our quote unquote top hitters aren't in the front row, then we got really strong defense and good setting going on in the back row. So it's a nice formula, and we just got to dig in and find enough offense from all those players and just keep pushing away. They did a good job of finding our line from their outside, and they tipped on us quite a bit early on, and we had a little trouble adjusting to that. We made a few adjustments and kind of I felt like we did a better job of picking some balls up. I think because of that, we penalized them a little bit on being able to put the ball away after we picked up some of those things. But they're no question a nice team and a lot of nice athletes and well coached, and it was just a real quality win for us, no question.
It has to make you feel good, to some extent at least. It's pretty much all juniors and seniors on that Macomb team. And you guys are starting to freshmen and some sophomores are playing quite a bit.
Right, yeah. Welcome to Class A, middle of cornfield volleyball in Illinois. you know, I can't really remember very many times where I didn't have at least a freshman is rare, but you know, always at least a sophomore or two, always playing with us. And you know, you're right. You know, we lose Abigail, you know, for next year, and then a couple other, you know, world type players. But there's no question that. You know, we got, you know, good thing going, and this was a really, really big win for us because we've kind of been, because of our injuries, we call ourselves the Old Lady Club. We got 4 or 5 girls that are needing ice afterwards, and just kind of the injuries, which I've talked about all year long. So I think we've kind of just felt like maybe things aren't going well for us, and we're not having a great year. And at the same time, we're 15 or 16-3 now, and you know, 2 of our losses was when we weren't at full strength, and so. This was a big one for, I think, our morale and our mentality in terms of going forward and kind of resetting. And you know, we got a big week next week. We've got, you know, Notre Dame, West Prairie, and then some of those guys, and then another big tournament. So this was really a huge win for us, and it's we haven't beaten them in a few years, so that's a nice feather in our cap for sure.
Well, I'll let you get out of here. It's almost 9 o'clock. That's almost unheard of to be in this gym that late.
It is. I know. I gotta check this Cubs score too. I think they were down. I think they might have been up 4-3. They might have scored in the 9th. So we'll see how that goes.
I haven't had a chance to look.
Yeah, after last night's debacle, I am afraid to watch. But anyway, we'll see. So no.
Are they still in the playoffs? Are they still in the wild card?
They still are. I think they might be up a half a game, but we'll see what tonight brings. If they can pull it off tonight, then they might be in better shape than they were last night when they dropped a fly ball in right field and lost the game. So that wasn't great, but
it happens, right?
It happens.
It even happens here.
It happens.
Sometimes you set the wrong spot.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Sometimes
no question.
you catch a serve instead of hitting it.
Yeah, we've done that a couple times.
Just
for sure.
stuff happens, right?
Yeah. No. Real quick too, our JV. I want to give a shout to those.
Oh yes,
guys.
they've played very well.
Really played well. Yeah, they've had a great season. In fact, they've only lost 1 match all year. They lost to United, and that was the night that Kara didn't play with them. And you know, sometimes she plays with them, sometimes she doesn't. And they've won 3 tournaments, and Coach Schilling did a fantastic job with them. And just a lot of young kids just really buying in and doing some great things. I know they don't get much love, but they really have done a good job. And like I said, won all 3 tournaments that they were in. And you know, tonight was a big one because it was the 4th time we played Macomb, and we've beaten Macomb in the championship of the Unity tournament, and then last weekend we beat them in pool play at West Prairie, and then we came back and they worked their way back in, and we played them again in the championship of the West Prairie tournament, and then the other tournament was over at Beardstown at the beginning of the year, but this was our fourth time with Macomb, and I would like to see how many JV teams have actually beaten Macomb 4 times, because they're pretty tough. So.
None of them that I know of.
Yeah.
You know what's funny you say that is last night when I was talking to Coach Rexroth, I was talking about the varsity match was going to be a match that everybody wanted to watch tonight. And she goes, and she brought up, you know, our JV team lost to them twice over the weekend.
Right.
They're ready to play them again.
Yes.
We think we can win. And your girls came out and
they
really
really
25-13, 25-15, really
and you don't do
controlled
that to those
stuff.
guys. Yeah, we did. We passed the ball really well, and you know, got some good swings and some good. They're learning the game, and you know, there's some times where you know they need to probably be a little bit more aggressive offensively, and that'll eventually come when they get a little bit bigger and stronger. But they really know how to play the game and are doing a good job. And you know, that's a couple of pretty good junior high teams put them together, and you know, that's without Kinsey too. And Kinsey's still a sophomore, and you know, throw her down there, and you're looking to kind of reload, as they say.
Right. Well, you know, Taylor Phelps is that's the first time I've got to see her play. She was out early in the year, so she got to play. Some things have been changed around a little bit from what we saw when you would have watched them on TSSR Game Time Live earlier in the season.
Yep.
But the players that have changed roles a little bit played very well in those roles tonight.
Yeah, definitely.
And they're playing to win some games, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. They're having fun. They have some confidence, and they're kind of playing loose. And it's nice to see them have some success because sometimes they don't, I guess.
Does it, they've had quite a bit of success through the years, though. I mean, how much does that help? I mean, they're used to winning, right?
Yeah, they are. I think so. Yeah, I think so. And you know, again, just turning it over to Coach Schilling and letting her kind of do her thing. She's such a good, you know, a good role model for the girls, and really gets excited. And she's kind of taken over some of I'm kind of old, crotchety now, and old, grouchy, and she's really kind of the heart and soul sometimes of the varsity and the JV. So she does a good job, and it's exciting to see her get some wins and really learn as a coach and really grow. And I'm really proud of what she's done the last couple of years.
Well, Coach, we appreciate being here. I won't be here for Q&D.
Okay.
John will be back for Q&D, but They've got some horses, don't they?
They do. They are really good again, and I hope that we can compete with them and put on a good showing. It's been a little while since we've done that. We beat them. We beat them a few years ago, but we haven't had a lot of success with them lately. So they just keep coming at you, just relentless with lots of good players, and they serve the ball really hard, and they probably got one of the arguably the best setter, if not one of the best setters in the area, and with Eaton and Homing and just a lot of good players and size, and they just have the whole package. So there's no question that. That'll be a handful, and like last year, and actually for 2 years in a row, we've lost to Macomb and to Notre Dame. So we at least got this one tonight, and we got we can hang our hats on that, and hopefully take a little bit of a break. And I think we've got Rushville on Tuesday, and then Notre Dame on Wednesday, and West Prairie on Thursday. So it'd be nice to win obviously all three of those, but if you compete against Notre Dame and take care of the other two, then it's a pretty good start to the week, and then you see what happens in the tournament that weekend, and you're on your roll. And then at that point, you're starting looking at, seeding, regional seeding type things, and then all of a sudden you're looking at the postseason, and here we go. So
it's already here you go.
Yeah,
it's catching you.
Yeah, I know.
Does it seem to go faster the older you get and the lower you've done it?
I think so. Yeah, probably. It's one of those things that you just. And I think it's gone faster this year just because we never have really settled in on anything. It's like I've had to create a new lineup every single week, every single match. It seems like almost, and because of that, I guess on the good side of it is we haven't got into a rut, and we haven't we're always seem to be thinking, and sometimes even tonight you look back and we hadn't played that rotation for a long time, and some of the serve receive was we weren't sure where we were supposed to be, and a tribute to them to be able to pick it up and do a good job and kind of figure things out. But I think that probably plays a little bit of a role into it. But yeah, it definitely goes fast, and that's one of those things where all my kids are out, all my girls are out now. So it's sometimes I count the number of years based on how long they've been out. So we'll see how that goes. And plus I've got deer season coming up this coming Sunday too. So I'll tell the girls I'll practice for the first half hour with them, then I'm going to go hunting, and they can finish up with Coach Schiller and Coach Wagner. So we'll see how that goes.
It's good to have good assistant coaches.
Absolutely, for sure, definitely.
Well, Coach, we'll let you get out of here, and we'll call it quits as well. As I don't know if I went through the stats for Southeastern. This is what I had anyway. We'll go through them real quick. 7 service points for Zoe Griswold, 4 points for Abigail Schaefer, including 9 kills as well, and 2 blocks. Savannah Ramsey had 4 points and an ace, including an ace. Kenzie Griswold, 9 points, including an ace, and 8 kills. Kara Stevens had 5 points, 3 kills, and 2 blocks. Amanda Stevens had 6 points, 19 kills, and that's pretty much it. So you can tell. This column right here is how you can tell how good the volleyball is by the number of marks you see in the kill column, right?
That's for sure. Yeah,
and there's not as many points as there is kills. That means both teams are playing pretty well.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mentioned earlier in the interview that Abigail only had 6 kills against Beardstown, but a lot of that's because there weren't a lot of kills to be got. Right. So exactly what you're talking about. So
what's funny is you look at all these points that Macomb had. I think it was 15-12. Maybe you guys were ahead 15-12 in the first set. They'd only had 2 service points at that point.
Yeah. Really, and I think the first 2 sets were both us 17-14. I remember, and then I think it might have been both times it was them 18-17. Because I think they scored 4 in a row both times.
I said this is like deja vu all over again because it's just a replay of. You guys changed the ending a little bit though.
Right. Well, I'm all for that. So.
And in that scenario, that's the part that changed, right?
Correct, yes.
We don't care how we get there as long as the ending changes.
That's for sure, definitely.
So, all right. Well, that'll do it from Southeastern High School. Thanks for joining us tonight. It's a 23-25, 25-23, 25-22 win for Southeastern. We'll see you tomorrow night.